Happy Friday! It's Friday. Friday is my day. It's Friday. Friday is my day. Oh, welcome everybody. Good morning, everybody. You're live with us on Actonville TV. Yeah. This is the Crack of Dawn Show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. And if you want to interact with us in studio today, please do so in the bottom column where you see live chat, or you can use the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. All right, so as we've got a jam-packed show package for you today to have a good day. It is a Friday. We have to start on positive vibes. For those of you who work weekends, it's a normal day for you. Yeah, but hey, it's a Friday. We're in production as well. We don't get leave. When you think we're not live on Saturdays and Sundays, those are the days we actually put our productions together. All right, believe it or not, Jessica is late again today. I've asked her to come in on my day, but hey, fear not, you've got me, Kimera Heeralal, as your host, taking you through the show and interacting with us this morning. We've got Alan Morgan. Morning, Mr. Morgan. Morning, thank you for joining us this morning. It's going to be a jam-packed show, so wherever you are, wherever you might be, take a seat. It's going to be epic. We've got lots and lots of talent to show you. Today's a good show. It's all about curses. Ooh. Ramashni Barachi coming in on YouTube saying, Happy Friday! Yeah, Happy Friday, Ramashni. Good morning to you, honey. Well, it is a jam-packed show for us today. We've got lots of entertainment. We've got interesting content. And today we're talking about curses. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back straight after this commercial break. Welcome back, everybody. If you just joined us, you are live with us on Actonville TV. Yeah. This is the Crack of Dawn Show with myself, Kimera Heeralal, as your host. If you want to interact with us in studio today, please do so in the bottom column where it says live chat, or you can use our contact details at the bottom right of the screen. Now, today we're talking about curses. All right. So you know what? Everybody throughout history, people have promoted stories of curses for a variety of reasons and happenings in their lives. Now, to sports fans, curses can help explain their favorite team losses. Also, when a curse is when a cause of death is misunderstood, curses can provide an actual explanation for you guys. Now, for an imperial nation, curses can betray anxiety about being punished for colonizing and taking artifacts. And sometimes curses can come about because someone just wanted to make up a story. So today we put a little something together for you. If you have a curse story that you want to share with us, you can be from anywhere in the world. I've got a couple curses that come from Egypt, that come from all over the world. I've got a lot of work that has been compiled for you. But as we open up the show today, let's start with a bit of laughs with my favorite radio presenter, Wackett Simpson. Check him out.
Thank you for calling Parson Adhesives. For sales, press 1. For technical support, press 2. For account.
Good afternoon, Parson Adhesives. Can I help you?
Hi, yes, I've got a problem.
Okay, and what's in regards to?
With your glue?
Okay, and your name?
Chase?
Chase?
Yeah.
Okay, and what kind of problem do you have?
I've stuck myself.
Chase, I'm going to transfer your call, okay?
To where?
Oh, this Chuck.
Hi, my name's Chase.
Yeah, Chase.
Okay, I've got a problem. I've used your glue and I've stuck myself.
Okay.
My friend was gluing his airplane, model airplane.
Okay.
He left the glue on the couch without the cap on. And I came down, sat on it, and only realized after watching a movie when I got up that it had in fact glued it had glued my bum cheeks together.
Your butt cheeks are stuck together.
My butt cheeks are stuck together. Hello?
I'm sorry, but that's funny.
It's been 2 days.
Shame.
Right.
Because I
I
need
can
to...
tell you.
Listen.
I don't know what to tell you. So how do you walk around?
I have to hop.
You have to ask.
Because... Do you understand?
Can you go to
Sorry?
Can you go party or no? Can you from your
I need to go. And they're glued shut.
to go to toilet? Okay.
Yes.
Hold on 1 minute. I put my chemist on. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me transfer you to our epoxy chemist.
Epoxy chemist.
Chase,
Yeah.
what is your telephone number, Chase?
312-829-7438.
Hold on. Chase,
Yeah.
I just called that number, and that is a store. Okay, this is a prank call. Do not call this number.
Man, what are you talking about?
Captured.
Wackett Simpson, everybody, with super glue right here on Attenville TV on the Crack a Dawn show. Hope you guys cracked up. I got the whole production behind the camera. You're laughing. Thank God we got soundproofing. We can't hear it. Wackett Simpson, everybody, my favorite radio DJ. He kills me every morning. Thank you so much, Wackett, for that. Now today, opening up the show on this beautiful Friday. Oh yeah, we introduced Theodelic yesterday. Now coming up today, they're doing everybody knows the original singers Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. This morning they're performing for us Empire State of Mind.
Grew up in a town that is famous as that plays a movie scenes. Noise is always loud, there is silence all around in the streets of me. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere, that's what they say. Seeing my face in lights, on my name and mark is found on Broadway. Even at all, it seems I got a pocket full of dreams, baby. I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made. Street lights, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that could compare. Put your lighters in the air, everybody say yeah, 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 yeah. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Here for New
Psychedelic, ladies and gentlemen, with Empire State of Mind, with the original of Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. Rock it on! I love that song. Anything to do with New York and rap and hip-hop, it just makes me want to say, it's Friday. Well, morning everybody. For those of you all who just joined us, today we're talking about, well, we just finished the Wackhead Simpson super gluing prank. Alan Murugan comes in on YouTube saying, imagine if that happened to you, gluing your bum cheeks together. I don't see that happening. Why was he sitting on the couch with no clothes? You get what I'm saying? What was he doing there butt naked? Alright, so getting back to our show this morning, everybody. Ramashni Panachi, we still there, honey. Let us know if you have any curse stories or any curses that you believed are to be true or that you have experienced personally and would like to share with us. Now, for those of you who want to interact with us in studio today, we are live, so you can comment in the bottom column where it says live chat, or you can use your contact details at the bottom right of your screen. But before we get to that, don't go anywhere. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
The rich taste that says you've arrived. Uyingakar. Living a life of illusion. Leaving your finances on the rocks. In this world of Bazotina Bantu, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Welcome back, everybody. If you just joined us, you are live with us on Attenville TV. As you know, you're watching the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. And you can catch us here every single weekday from 7 a.m. up until 8. So you can catch you whatever crack up every single morning. Now, if you want to interact with us in studio today, live chat column at the bottom there, you can see it. Or you can use the contact details at the bottom right of the screen. Today we're talking about your curses. Alan Murugan, if you're still there, let us know. Do you know of any curses or mythical stories that you'd like to share with us live on the air at Attenville TV? Ramashni Panachi, if you could join us this morning, it would be fun. Now, as I open up the show, I was talking about how in history people have actually promoted different stories, different experiences, and some might be true. And these people have actually come to tell us that it's true. Now, personally in South Africa, there's a very big story. It's also a show on its own, which we'll do on another day, about Highway Sheila. The lady that stands on the side of the highway, and if you're driving at funny hours of the night, you will see her. And many people have actually vouch for the fact that this can happen or had happened. I'm one of those people. I went to go visit my peeps in KZN, and I truly got to see a lady in a white gown. I don't know if that was Highway Sheila, but that was on the same highway that everybody talks about. All right, so talking about curses and, well, mythical things, there's a curse that is very well known, right, in Egypt, ancient Egypt. Okay, so it's called the King Tut's curse. Okay, the King Tut's curse and other mummies' curses. Now, the Bureau Mask of Egyptian Pharaoh Tutankhamun. All right, in February 1923, the British archaeological team also opened a tomb of the Tutankhamun. So it's called the Tutankhamun. Actually, there's two different names. So it's also known as the King Tut. And an ancient Egypt pharaoh during the 14th century BC. 2 months later, when the team sponsor died from a bacterial infection, British newspapers claimed without evidence that he died because of the King Tut's curse. Whenever subsequent members of the team died, the media dredged up the alleged curse again. Now, the King Tut's curse and other famous mummies' curses were invented by Europeans and Americans while they were while they were removing priceless artifacts from Egypt. And after the Titanic sank in 1912, some newspapers even promoted a conspiracy theory that the ship had sunk because of the mummy's curse. Oh. Hey, everything's tying up this morning. Excuse me. All right, interact with us in studio today. I want to hear from the public. Do you have any curse or mythical stories you'd like to share with us on the air? We are live. We are talking about curses. And it would be nice to hear from the public. Do you have any curse stories or something that you've experienced and have cursed in your home, in your life? And it can happen. I'm being honest. I'm not like a person who's easily influenced, or I don't just listen to a story and go, ooh. Do you know I have my own personal experiences? We're going to share this with each other during the course of the show. But today, we've got a gentleman named Kyle McWatters. All right. Kyle McWatters has helped us put together a couple of items that are cursed. So he's put together the top 5 cursed items kept locked away in museums. Check him out.
I'm your horrifying host, Kyle McWatters, and this week we're looking into some thrifty finds. Well, not the unique, eclectic treasures that are buried at your favorite vintage spots. I'm talking about cursed items bought and returned rather quickly, then locked away in a deep, dark spot where no one can touch it. Yeah, scary stuff. Here's the top 5 cursed items that are locked away in museums. Number 5, the organ. Music is the basis of like every good horror movie, isn't it? Music playing from the other room by itself? Yeah, that scares the shit out of me. When I forget my Bluetooth is on and I hear the music from the other room, my heart skips a beat. And there's some Shakespeare sonnets on there, you know? So it sounds like some dudes in the other room just talking to me in Old English. Well, there's actually an instrument that plays by itself, apparently, every night around 9 p.m. Unless it has priests bless it to keep it only wood and ivory. Apparently it likes to play a little number or two from the other side. Residing in the Warrens Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut, Ed Warren, the husband of the famous demonologist duo, apparently likes his classic music. Well, not live, I should say. He obtained the organ apparently after authorities cleaned out a haunted house owned by Reverend Eliakim Phelps in Stratford, Connecticut. Somebody from the authority at the city of Stratford reached out to Ed asking him if he'd be interested in obtaining a musical instrument which needed some special handling. Nothing like a dusty old haunted organ, like the old hockey games and churches organs, you know? Apparently one night Ed was woken up by the sounds of the chords of the organ being played. It was late at night, so naturally Ed thought maybe someone had broken in and was fiddling downstairs with the instrument. Ed went down to check it out, and as soon as he entered the museum where the Warrens' haunted items are kept, the organ would just stop. Yeah, creepy. And also annoying. Like, why do ghosts always do that? It's so like trickster of them, you know? This would happen over and over and over again. The organ finally stayed quiet semi-permanently when after the Warrens asked a priest to bless the organ on a regular basis. Apparently it needed to be continuously cleansed or else the mysterious pianist would start their eerie tune again. Yeah, organs have to be the scariest instrument on this planet. So Halloween-y sounding, you know what I mean? And so Dracula-ish. Toccata in D minor, just... Number 4, the wedding dress. Your wedding day is supposed to be the happiest day of your life, isn't it? Dressed to the nines, till death do us part, cake smashed into your face, yada yada yada, and of course, that iconic wedding dress, you know? Yeah, it's tradition. So what's this wedding dress doing in the Warrens Occult Museum then? Well, the official story behind the white gown in the Occult Museum is that of the White Lady of Union Graveyard. She has been spotted for decades. Many claim they have seen the lady in white at Union Cemetery. She's said to walk the graveyard at night, and locals tell us they've also seen her on nearby roads. Union Cemetery sits just off the junction of routes 59 and 136 in Easton, Connecticut. The legend goes, it's the home of a spiritual entity that allegedly walks the property. I can tell you that now for a fact that this place is haunted. It's one of the most haunted places around, said Lorraine Warren herself. Yeah, and she's seen some stuff in her time. One of the most infamous encounters is that late one night a man was driving down Stepney Road in his pickup truck just past Union Cemetery. Out of nowhere, a woman in a white dress appeared in the middle of the road. The man couldn't slow down in time and struck the woman head on. When the man screeched to the side of the road, there was no sight of the woman he had hit. Apparently this happens more often than you think on that road. Whoever she was, apparently the couple has her dress locked in the Museum of the Occult Finds and deems it spooky enough to leave it alone. Number 3, the purple sapphire. Well, not really a sapphire, but actually an amethyst. The spiky purple quartz looking thing. Hey, who said that haunted to hell items can't be precious and beautiful? Well, don't say that, because apparently this one is cursed, like cursed. The mysterious Delhi purple sapphire is now permanently on display as part of the Natural History Museum's vault collection of precious gemstones. The mysterious stone is rumored to have been stolen by a British soldier from the Temple of Indra, the Hindu god of war and weather, in Kanpur, India, during the Indian Mutiny of 1857. It was brought to England by Colonel W. Ferris, whose family then supposedly suffered many financial and many health problems. I love how financials first. The stone was given to Edward Heeralal, a scientist and writer, in 1890, who claimed to have started having bad things happen to him and those who were lucky enough or unlucky enough to see or hold it. He came to the conclusion it was hexed with a curse, and eventually decided to have it stored away in a bank vault inside 7 locked boxes with a note of warning to anyone who dare handle it. Allen warned that the Delhi purple sapphire is cursed and is stained with blood and the dishonor of everyone who has ever owned it. Weary of its alleged powers, he kept it locked away in 7 boxes and surrounded by good luck charms. He also left strict instructions not to remove the amethyst until 33 years after his death. It's very specific. Heron Allen's own daughter was forbidden under every circumstance to even touch or handle the stone, which, half a year after her father's death, she donated the amethyst to the Natural History Museum where it's on display today. Okay, so his own daughter donated this thing. She didn't even want it. That's a little spooky. Now, I mean, he was a writer, and writers can exaggerate sometimes, but not giving it to his own daughter and her not wanting it at all after his death? That sounds a little bizarre to me. Number 2, the haunted book. Okay, so sometimes we all find spooky doodles from the past we drew as kids. Finding old spooky pictures or letters written, that can be fun and great for scary stories. Apparently I drew aliens a lot. Yeah, who'd have thought? This next item holds more than just letters, though. It holds power. This haunted book was given to Brighton's very own haunted house, Preston Manor, after a Kent family who owned it claimed it caused them to be plagued by ghostly visitors and spectral visions. A haunted ledger which was found bricked up behind a shop wall has been acquired by the museum. Phew. The ledger was donated by Josephine Beniovitz. The book was discovered by her father, Tony Beniovitz, in 1988 when he was demolishing a shop which closed in 1984. Having taken it home, the father and daughter believed they suffered a number of spiritual visions and images of men, women, children, and apparently soldiers on horseback. The ledger, which dates from the First World War, was a clue at maybe who was visiting them. The daughter was told by one of the spirits that the book must be returned to Brighton where its first entry was written, which was in December 1915. The terrified family delivered it to Preston Manor, which is known for its paranormal occurrences and spiritual events. A medium visiting the house inspected the book and confirmed that they could sense evil omens emanating from its pages. It remains locked up only to be viewed after cleansed. Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere near this thing. Yeah, all those old books are usually wrapped in like someone's skin or something evil. Yeah, no thanks. And coming in at the number 1 spot, the Iceman. This definitely had to be my number 1 spot. And it's not my favorite UFC fighter, Chuck Liddell. But this is the most terrifying find of all. Not really much of an item either, but more like a 5,000-year-old frozen and perfectly preserved human mummy that was discovered in 1991 in the Otzel Alps in Italy. Otzi, of course, is the name researchers chose to name the mummy for obvious location reasons. This frozen mummy is of a man who believed to have lived 5,300 years ago. Otzi is believed to have been apparently murdered before being frozen in its time. This is claimed after the discovery of an arrowhead found embedded in his left shoulder and various other wounds on his body. He also has multiple different DNA types on his clothes, suggesting he was in combat or in danger in his last moments. The nature of his life and the circumstances of his death need more investigation, but scientists believe he's Europe's oldest natural known human mummy, offering a very shiny new view of the Copper Age. A huge glacier surrounded him after he died of exposure and preserved his body in a mile-high ice cube. However, this is where it really gets spooky. Once unearthed, rumors of a curse surfaced too and grew stronger as people linked to him began to die, often in accidents or natural health problems. All in all, so far 7 deaths have been tied or loosely related to Otzi's de-thawing, including forensic pathologists who was killed in a car accident en route to give a speech about Otzi the Iceman, a mountaineer who died in an avalanche, a hiker who discovered the Iceman on a hike with his wife and later perished after falling down a treacherous path. A molecular archaeologist was found dead in his home after he was finalizing a book about Otzi. The head of the forensic team died of a heart attack, another discoverer died of a brain tumor, and another researcher perished of multiple sclerosis. Yo, say what you will about curses if you believe them or not, when people start dropping all involved in this one find, there's gotta be some sort of otherworldly connection going on here. Whatever the case may be, this find is one of the most scientifically precious and also one of the most spiritually terrifying. Should we study this mummy some more and unearth more mysteries of the past? Or should we risk the lives of those who study it? Well, there you have it, folks. 5 cursed items that are locked away in museums. Thank the gods. Dude, I had a Furby growing up and that thing wouldn't stop talking. Even after I removed the batteries and practically disassembled it piece by piece, it would still somehow speak in tongues from the basement. Those things need to be locked away forever. I've been Kyle McWaters. Lock the doors, turn the lights on, and stay spooky, everybody.
Kyle McWaters with the top 5 cursed items kept locked away in museums. Interact with us in studio today if you have any curses or any mythical funny beliefs. Share with us live here on the Crack of Dawn Show. We're going to come back straight after this. Well, commercial break.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, because you're mine. Because you're mine.
Welcome back, everybody. If you just joined us, you are live with us on Atonville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn Show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. Now, if you want to interact with us in studio today, please do so in the bottom column where it says live chat, as we are live. Or you can interact with us in studio today with the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. Right there. Alright, so today we're talking about curses, and in between, we're showcasing talent as we usually do. Now remember, if you got something you want to capture with the camera, you've got talent. It doesn't have to be singing or dancing or anything in entertainment. If something is just really, really cool and you can capture it with your smartphone, drop us a WhatsApp on 074-660-5829 and we'll showcase it right here on Atonville TV. Alright, so if you are joining us for the very first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. We're sitting at 199 subscribers. I'm trying to hit 200. Can somebody please click subscribe there? Take your mom's phone and help me out there. Alright, coming in on YouTube, we've got Buddy Dessa. I'm on the other side rooting for you, Kim. Thank you so much, buddy. Okay, he says, see you on Monday and I'll be sure to make it very early. Alright, thanks, buddy. Cool. Alright, so for those of you who want to be in studio with us today, remember this is a platform open to the public, so if you want to help us out with the Crack of Dawn Show and be a little entertaining, or help us out with the culture show which we have in the evening, which is called The Journey, Exploring Hinduism, you're welcome to come here and join us. We've got another message from Buddy also saying, what a spooky way to start our Friday. Yeah, Buddy. Alright, so today, John, I don't know what came out over the Atonville TV team. They just wanted to talk about different curses or mythical stories that, well, happen to be true to most people. If they've seen it, well, you can't really argue with somebody who's telling you the truth. Alright, so a lot of people have experienced different types of curses or different types of mythical things. But there's another one that I've come across. I was doing some research yesterday, and we came across something called the Curse of the Polish King's Tomb. Okay, so in 1973, alright, for those of you who don't know, in 1973, a group of archaeologists opened the tomb of the 15th century Polish king Casimir the Fifth, or is it the Fourth? Yeah, the Fourth. In Krakow, Poland. So this happened in Poland, everybody. And as with the opening of King Tut's tomb 50 years before, European media hyped up the event, and the researchers involved allegedly joked that they were risking a curse on the tomb by just opening it. Also, when some of the team members began to die shortly after, whoa. Okay, some media outlets speculated it was due to a curse that was on this tomb. Now, later experts discovered traces of deadly fungi inside the tomb that can cause lung illnesses when you breathe in. Now, this is one of the curses that have caused these people's deaths. Now, imagine people made a discovery, they showcased it. They did well. They did their job. Basically, their career was fulfilled, and they were financially gaining from it as well. And the exposure of finding this thing called the curse of the Polish. Well, it's called the Polish King's Tomb, but now it's called the curse of the of the Polish King's Tomb. Unfortunately, they have all passed on. They did not bask in the glory of their finances or their work. So this sucks. Be careful what you dig up, guys. Be careful what you poke. You know what I learned in my life growing up? Do not poke something you don't understand. Or if you know what, if something's not bothering you, please don't poke it. Don't be a typical human being and go and poke something. I notice scientists and people who explore the world, they're actually trying to find out how the world works. I'm one of those people who are trying to find out why it works. Yeah, I'm being quite honest. All right, so getting back to our topic of conversation, we are talking about different types of curses or different types of things that you might know. Now, we've got the hope. It's called the Hope Diamond Curse. I don't know if you guys know about this one. Now, this is Evelyn Walsh McLean's story, and she says, Evelyn, she says one of the owners of the famous Hope Diamond. This was in 1915, right? In 1915, this picture was taken of her that I have here. Now, in the 1660s, the French gem dealer Jean Baptiste, purchased a large diamond of an unknown origin during a trip to India. Now, yet by the 20th century, a myth had sprung up in the United States and Europe, and that the Traveller had also stolen the diamond from the statue of the Hindu goddess. The newspapers and jewelers who spread the story claimed the diamond was cursed and brought bad luck to those who actually owned it. Now, if you've taken a look at Kyle McWater's five cursed items, he shows you that very, very diamond taken from our Hindu goddesses. So this is a mythical story that is spread widely around Google. It's actually a true story if you think about it. Now, by 1839, the diamond was supposedly ended up with Henry Philippe, a Dutch collector based in London, and the source of the stone's modern name is called the Hope Diamond. Now, sometime after this, European and American newspapers began claiming that the Hope Diamond actually carried a curse. The French jeweler Pierre Cartier also reported that these stories to enhance the diamond's value when he sold it to an American heiress, Evelyn Walsh McLean, in the early 1910s. And after she died, it went to a U.S. jewelry company which exhibited it before donating it in 1958 to the Smithsonian Institution, where it remains today. Talking about curses, I want to hear from the public. I do believe everybody's suffering with load shedding and bad Wi-Fi this morning, but hey, the show must go on. All right, looking at our entertainment for today and us showcasing talent, and these are people who are artists, who are upcoming artists, and we all about uplifting them. This morning we have Good Harvard. Everybody remembers Good Harvard? Oh yeah, they're doing the original Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise.
Said Think twice. It's just another day for you. You and me in paradise. Think about it. Think about it. Yes. Congratulations, all new events. This will be Sean. Respect, we have good harvest. Congratulations to our newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Sean. Hope to see you soon. Mahalin mo lang na mahalin.
From the Philippines, that was Good Harvard covering the original Phil Collins. You guys know Another Day in Paradise. Everybody has a memory with that song, be it good, bad, sad. You know, I've watched people actually listen to that song and cry and sing it. You know, you get those drunk people. Beautiful song, Another Day in Paradise. Good Harvard. Shout out to you guys from the Philippines. Do you know these people don't even speak English, but yet they sing it so well? Again, Good Harvard, everybody, right here on Attenville TV on the Crack of Dawn show, as we're keeping you entertained and keeping the music going. And you know, it's a Friday, why not keep the vibes up? Don't go anywhere. We'll come back straight after this.
The ultimate accessory, the latest shiny thing. Mesmerized. Trying to keep up, but never getting ahead in an endless cycle of spending. In this world of constant upgrades, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you are live with us on Attenville TV. This is the Crack of Dawn show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. And if you want to interact with us in studio today, please do so in the bottom column where you see it says live chat there, as we are live in studio. And you can also interact with us with the contact details that you find at the bottom right of your screen. Happy Friday, everybody. If you are celebrating a birthday today, very, very happy birthday to you. May you see many, many more. May the gods bless you. And may you just have a beautiful, happy, prosperous life. Especially a healthy one too. That's very important. If you are celebrating an anniversary or anything special today, congratulations. If you accomplished anything, we're proud of you from us and the Attenville TV team. Alright, remember now, I'm your host, Kimera Heeralal. I'm going to take you through, we're all coming towards the end of the show, as we are all about showcasing talent. And today we also decided to talk about curses. Now, if you have a story you want to share, even if you're not live later and you want to comment at the bottom, I'd love to hear different curses, because I like hearing all mythical and scary and spooky things on a Friday. Thinking of catching a good movie tonight. Well, straight after the show called The Journey later, which starts at 7 p.m. tonight. Please join us later. I'll be chilling with a gentleman named Thiru. Okay, as I call him, I address him as Uncle Theo. He's much older than me, so I have a little bit of respect there, you know. Yeah, but getting back to our show this morning, we're talking about our curses. Now, the curse, there's another one called, it's quite famous, okay? Okay, the curse of Tippecanoe, also known as Tecumseh's curse. Now, this one is quite popular and quite famous if you know about curses, right? Now, in the mid-20th century, US media began to note a pattern in the presidential deaths. Now, starting with William Henry, also known as William Henry Harrison, and ending with John F. Kennedy. Now, every 20 years, the country elected a president who would die in the office. Okay, I don't want to be president there. Okay, now Harrison, the first president to die in the office, was elected in 1840. Now, the other presidents who died in the office include Abraham Lincoln, James A. Garfield, William McKinley, Warren G. Harding, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Zachary Taylor. Now, all of these presidents you know very, very, very well. This is actually a true story. Now, if you look at it, this curse of the Tippecanoe is in America, obviously. All right, so now looking at where all of these origins, let me just talk about the presidents here. Now, Abraham Lincoln, who was elected in 1860, everybody knows this, right? This was in 1860 and 1864 he was elected president. Now, James A. Garfield, also elected in 1880. All right, G. Harding, who was elected in 1920. Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected in 1940. 1940 as well as 1932, 1936 and 1944, and as well as and JFK elected in 1960. I'm sure you guys know this one. Now, the only president between Harrison and the JFK to fall outside of this pattern was Zachary Taylor, who was elected in 1848 and actually died in 1850. Well, for those of you who didn't know about this, in the 1930s, Ripley's Believe It or Not, you guys know that show, right? Ripley's Believe It or Not. In the 1930s, Ripley's Believe It or Not claimed that the pattern was due to a curse Shawnee chief called Tecumseh, what we just mentioned now, Tecumseh. So it was placed on Harrison and future presidents after Harrison's troops defeated Tecumseh's at the Battle of the Tippecanoe, and this was in 1811. Now, Tecumseh died 2 years later in another battle against Harrison's troops, and this story is likely it originated in with non-Native Americans and bears a similarity to other curses in the U.S. books. And there's also movies about this as well, about disturbing the native burial grounds. How epic is that? Now you know something about all the US presidents. They were cursed, and that is why as soon as they became president, you give it like 2-3 years and they die. Okay, this makes you not want to lead the country anymore. Alright, interact with us in studio today if you want to, and share your curse stories on this beautiful Friday. I've got lots of emails coming in saying Wi-Fi is bad. I've got people on the East Rand saying load shedding, and I've also got Anonymous saying I was late for work. Hello, buddy. Alright. Don't go anywhere. We've got one more piece of content for you guys as we come back, but straight after this commercial break.
Look at slide 4.
Becky, don't lose your cool. Think of the quarter pounder. It will taste like sunshine on a rainy day. Oh, so make it a day, the quarter pound away. Da 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 da.
Doesn't McD sound great to have on a Friday? Please take me. Or can I take you? If you want to come join me, you can find the studio. Alright, if you just joined us, you are live with us on Attenville TV. This is the Crack It Down Show with myself, Kimera, Heeralal, as your host. And interacting with us can be done right now as we are live, right there in the live chat column, or use the contact details at the bottom right of your screen. So today, we're not going to only keep it spooky. We're not just talking about your curses. We're also about entertainment. Coming up next this morning, we have Dun, dun, dun. It's called Echo Recordings. Well, this is the name of the band. You guys know the song called Closer by Chainsmokers, right? Today performing it live for you guys right here on Atenol TV is Echo Recording. Check them out.
I was doing just fine before I met you. I drink too much and that's an issue, but I'm okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again. I know it breaks your heart, moving to the city and I broke down crying. 4 years no call, now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar. Closer in a backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress, and you stole it from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. Look as good as the day I met you. I forgot just what I left you. I was insane. Stay and play that Blink 182 song that we beat to death into song. Okay, I know it breaks your heart, moving to the city and I broke down crying. 4 years no call, now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar. Pull me closer in a backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress, and you stole it from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. Closer in a backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress, and you stole it from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. 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 No, we ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older. We ain't ever getting older.
What a way to close up our Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a very, very big fan of the Chainsmokers Closer. And a very big shout out to one of a very good friend of mine. His name is Raiko. Raiko, that is our song, honey. Do you remember? Oh my God, the memories. Oh my God, flashback. All right. As we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about what's trending in the news. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back straight after this commercial break. talking about what's trending right here on Attenville TV. You know you're live with us on the Crack It Down, right? And you know I'm Kimera Heeralal. Check me out. You can see at the bottom of the screen every time they flash my name across. All right. So checking what's trending in the news. Nando's. Ooh, Nando's and Pedro's. What's your favorite? Would you prefer Pedro's or would you prefer Nando's? Nah, depends on my mood. All right, so Nando's can dish it but cannot take it is trending. It implies the competitor Pedro's in advertising. There's a fight going on between Pedro's and Nando's, everybody, if you didn't know. All right, so I'm just going to pull out my phone here, right? I got my cell phone here, just reading the story to you quickly. Now, Pedro's is in hot water after using the word naan, N-A-N. Okay, so they're using the word naan in two of the adverts. Now, this is implying its chicken is better than chickens from Nando's. Ooh, I didn't get to see the advert, did you? Okay, check it out on Google, internet, whatever. Okay, now the Advertising Regulatory Board found that the use of the word fragment naan does not indeed reference Nando's. And in the context of the flame grilled chicken. So it's basically, in its defense, Pedro's argued that Nando's has relied on controversial commercials that make fun of other brands. Now, in two recent adverts, flamed grilled chicken chain Pedro's poked at Nando's, implying that its characters disapprove of Nando's chicken and prefer Pedro's chicken instead. Now, Pedro's has been found by the South Africa's Advertising Regulatory Board to be unduly trading on Nando's fame. Now, not buying its argument that Nando's likes making fun of other brands, but in one of the television commercials, a couple embracing at the beach is seen enjoying a view of the ocean. And the woman asks, "You thinking what I'm thinking?" And then the man actually responds with a description of delicious, juicy, peri-peri smothered naan. Okay, and he's also interrupted by the woman. And now, with this intense emotion, she places her finger on his lips, saying, "Shh. Okay, don't you mean Pedro's?" And he agrees with her, and they are seen enjoying chicken from Pedro's. Check it out on YouTube if you can. I can see that they've got a video there on YouTube. There's a big feud, there's a big fight going on between Nando's and Pedro's, but hey, you know what? That's business. Business is like that. But the thing is, there are laws in advertising. You cannot discriminate or hurt your competitors. It's against the law, guys. Remember that. But I noticed Nando's likes dissing other people. Did you see their adverts? Have you seen them? Well, anyway, this is trending. That is your top story for this morning. And, well, it's come to the end of the show, guys. It's gonna be an epic weekend for me. Why? I'm gonna go and do more work for next week's shows. Boring life, eh? No, I'm kidding. I've got an extremely awesome life. I love TV. I love broadcast. You guys know this. You know this. Now, if you're going anywhere, far, abroad, near, wherever, please do yourself a favor. COVID is not a joke. It is spreading wildly in Durban. Now, I know you've been given permission to not wear a mask, but if you really want to take care of yourself, you don't need the president to tell you, you don't have to wear a mask. Doesn't mean it's okay, because COVID is not over, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay safe. Sanitize regularly. When you go out of the house, sanitize. When you come in the house, soap up so you can take off that alcohol that's eating your skin. All right? Wear your mask regularly, especially when you're in crowded places and you're not keeping that 1.5 meters between people. If I were you, if you see me in public, you probably won't even know it's me because I am still wearing my mask. I keep it in the cubby drawer of my car, and when I jump out and I see the place is too crowded, there's not enough space between each individual, wear your face mask because COVID is not over. It's going to be, it's the weekend now. We are heading towards the festive season, and you're going to notice lots of accidents, lots of mishaps, and COVID number is going to rise because people are going to be moving around and traveling and, well, finding a place to basically have a good vacation. It's coming to that time of the year where you lose a lot of loved ones, a lot of people you care about. So please stay safe, take care of yourselves, wear a mask, sanitize, keep your social distancing. COVID is not over. Well, it's time for the weekend, baby. I gotta go. See you guys later on the journey with Thiru and myself entertaining you on the mother, rather we call it in English. It's a show called The Journey. It's about exploring Hinduism. If you're all about culture and all about education, join us later tonight on The Journey. Have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Do it better. From myself, Kimera, Heeralal. Bye-bye.